Hi, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Yacht Crew Vlogs right here on Yachting International Radio. My name is Ria. I am your host, and today I'm pleased to introduce Derek and Glenn from Superyacht Charities. How are you guys?
Very good. Thanks very much, Ria.
Really good. Thanks for having us, Ria.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's exciting. Today is the day we are launching, and we actually have launched about half an hour ago, haven't you?
Yeah, we did. We launched at 10 o'clock, and yeah, so far, so good.
Tell us what's going on. You're raising money, of course, and what are the charities that you're raising money for this year, or this function?
Well, I'll let Glenn sort it all out because he's been working very hard behind the scenes, and he kind of came up with the event and he's organised it all. So go for it, mate.
Yeah, so I mean, the idea really came around because we had two cancelled events, right? We had one cancelled in Southampton, we had one cancelled in Palma. And we kept talking about events and what we could do this year to raise money, which is obviously what we're here for. And I was getting kind of almost frustrated because we couldn't organise anything. There was no point committing money to organise an event this year because the government were going to likely cancel it. So I said, why don't we put ourselves through some turmoil? And, the whole world was talking about wellness and, looking after yourself and being in lockdown and mental impact. And I thought, well, actually, why don't we do something that helps us all? A bit of togetherness as a group of people, but fundamentally that can raise some money. So initially, Derek and I spoke about it, and I think we said, let's try and raise £500 a person and see if we can get to £6,000. We then upped it, and I think now we're at £12,500, which is going to be split between the charities we're supporting, which are all on our website. But there's some great charities, right? It's looking after injured service people. It's looking after the unfortunate, children and people in disadvantaged situations in Palma. It's food banks, and it's supporting, giving people a chance to have a day out in the yachting environment with muscular sclerosis. So it's some really great causes. Obviously, none of us are really looking forward to it. I think the idea of 32 hours worth of effort is traumatic. I don't know if you can hear downstairs already, but there's some heavy breathing from someone that's doing their first session on a rower.
Heavy breathing from those warming up.
Yeah. But it's great. I think, there's a great togetherness. We're all going to be here tomorrow. Obviously, we need to run a safe event. It's fundamental to what we're doing. So COVID is front of mind, but not the subject of conversation. We decided that we'll put the right measures in place, and then we try not to talk about it because this is a fundraising event, not a COVID event. So that's where we are.
Well, that's amazing. And I have actually had the pleasure of interviewing Yachting Gives Back, Nick, and Oceans for Hope, Robert. So I do know the charities that you guys are supporting, and they are phenomenal charities, and a great reason for people to dig into their pockets. Now, if people want to donate now, they are still capable of donating, correct?
Oh, please do.
Yeah. The donate line will stay open for a few days. And then obviously the whole idea of this challenge is that we will, as old geriatrics, set a time that we achieve this result, and hopefully in the future some yacht crew and some companies will put together teams to better our time and maybe raise more money than we did. But if they don't, that doesn't matter, because as we all know, every little bit that we can raise will help someone, and in fact will probably help a lot of people. So that's what it's about.
And go to the website, Ria. So the website is www.SYC7CS.co.uk. So it's live. There's a donate button at the bottom left, just in case you can't see it. It's the bottom left of the screen.
Yeah.
Well, what we'll do is we'll make sure to put it at the bottom of this interview when it airs so that everybody can head on over. Now, is there anything that people can do, like during the event? Can they make you do silly things for, like, if they perhaps throw a bit more money your way and ask you to do something, extraordinary?
Yeah, you never know.
We're only in this for making money. I mean, you can. The best thing is, so we got a live Facebook stream. So all the participants are logging into a Zoom call, which is then streamed live to Facebook. The best way to contact us is to put a comment on that stream. That's the stream we're all going to be looking at. I'm sure we can do some silly things. I'm sure we will be doing some silly things, regardless of what actual incentive. So throw us a bone, and we can perform.
Hopefully we'll still be here in 30 hours.
Yeah.
Derek's sitting there looking at Glenn going, you may. I'm not going to.
We've got to look after Uncle Derek this week. So
yeah, they've got the body for it.
Well, you know what? I mean, I think you guys are probably, not only are you going to be exhausted by the time this is all done, but I'm pretty sure that you may end up being a little bit bored and looking for something to, keep your minds occupied while you're continuing this journey. So it could actually be fun. And especially, the fact that overnight, it would be nice to pull people in to be watching you at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and giving you that extra little push to keep going.
Yeah, you're dead right. The interesting time is going to be between midnight and 6 o'clock in the morning when we're in here by ourselves. It'll be two and three people and one extra. So, yeah.
And you know what? We've got one of our guys at the moment here. He's doing rowing, and we just put on a playlist that meant something to him, which really inspired him to kind of get going. This is the first session. But knowing that he's on a camera and that people are watching him, and he can see himself on that stream, it is actually quite inspiring to know that people are out there, they're cheering him on, they're sending messages. So we really do encourage people to throw out some support, because it will get boring, it will be cold, we'll have people looking, tramps and all sorts, looking in the window in the middle of the night, and just have a bit of support from people watching around the world would be great.
Well, and everybody's not in the same place. You are all coming together at the end to be in the same place, but everyone is there. People are in different areas, no?
We in the building here we have we have rowing, running and riding in 3 separate sections of the building. The riding, the 2 bikes are in a separate room. And there's Ken and Terry and a few of the others are doing theirs from home, but they will leave home tomorrow morning and come here and finish up tomorrow day with us here. Okay. And so hopefully at the end of the event, everyone will be on site together. That's the plan. So
what time are you going to be finished tomorrow?
Well, if Derek does what we've asked him to do on the rowing machine this morning and sticks to his schedule, we should be finished by about 6:30 tomorrow evening, which makes it 32.5 hours. So, but that, the key for us is we've got to do the distance, which is 1,900 kilometers, or about 1,121 miles. So we can't stop until we've done that. So if we lose people through injury, if we lose people through fatigue, then it falls to the rest of us to kind of crawl over the line. And we've got a dinner book tomorrow night at 8:45. Yep. If that has to get pushed back, then so be it. We've got to finish this.
Well, I'll tell you what, I am with you for the long haul. I am not much into exercise. I have to be absolutely honest with you. I walk my son to school every morning, and that's about the extent of it, and I pat myself on the back for that. But I will be here, and if you guys are willing, I would like to interview you at 2 a.m. and maybe 4 a.m. and just keep up with you and keep the public updated and keep loading it up and keep sharing the live stream as well, so that people can, be there with you, even though they're not actually exerting the effort, but still, it makes you feel good to know that people are, supporting you.
Do that, Ria. I'm on the bike at 4 in the morning. There's a cradle for a phone. So if you want to speak at 4 in the morning, I would be very happy to, because I'm going to be bored stiff. I'm going to be in a shop window in Bath.
Well, you know what? I'm scheduled you for 4 a.m. I'm going to say right now that I might have a paper bag over my head with eyes cut out of it, because this tends to go like this after a few hours, but I'll be here.
You'll look better than me.
Well, you guys, best of luck. And you know what? Congratulations on putting this together. This year has been an absolute disaster when it comes to anything. I mean, we've seen what's happened with boat shows. We've seen, all sorts of charity functions that haven't been able to go ahead. So the fact that you're thinking outside the box and saying, you know what, we know these charities need us, and perhaps this year even more so than normal. So let's go ahead and figure something out. So good on you for figuring something out that you can do in today's climate and involve the world.
Thanks, Ria.
Thanks very much. Thanks for your support, and everyone else.
Sponsor us if you can. Go to the website. We'll be grateful. Thanks, Ria.
Everyone, head on over to Superyacht Charities on their Facebook page. They have the live stream running right now as well. Underneath this interview, we're going to provide you with the website if you want to donate, or if you want to, suggest a few challenges for a bit of money. I'd be up for that. You have been watching another edition of Yacht Crew Vlogs right here on Yachting International Radio. My name is Ria. I've been your host. Please tune in again very soon.